Hello children. In our previous video of fractions, we have learned what are fractions and the different types of fraction. Now let's move ahead and see various operations on fractions in this video. So in this session, we are going to learn how to convert improper fraction into mixed fraction, how to convert a mixed fraction into improper fraction, comparison of fraction, and the addition and subtraction of fractions. So in our previous session, we have learned that any improper fraction can be expressed in the form of a mixed fraction. So let's see how we can convert an improper fraction into a mixed fraction. So for this, we have to follow certain steps. Step 1. Divide the numerator by the denominator and obtain the quotient and remainder. Once you get the quotient and remainder, the quotient is the whole part of the mixed number. The remainder is the numerator of the fractional part of the mixed number, and the divisor is the denominator of the fractional part of mixed number. So let's understand it in a better way with the help of an example. You convert 49 by 5 into a mixed fraction. Now what is the first step? We have to divide the numerator. So here the numerator is 49 is to be divided by the denominator, that is 5. So 49 divided by 5. So 9 5s are 45. We'll get the quotient as 9 and remainder as 4. So now this quotient becomes the whole part, the remainder becomes the numerator, and the divisor becomes the denominator. So in this way, after dividing whatever is the quotient, it becomes the whole. This is the numerator and this is the denominator. So you can see a cyclic order here. Whole, numerator and denominator. So in this way, 49 by 5 is equals to 9 4 by 5. Now let's see how to convert a mixed fraction into an improper fraction. So first step is to multiply the denominator of the fraction by the whole part. Then add this product, that is the product of denominator and whole, to the numerator of the fraction. The sum now becomes the numerator of improper fraction, and the denominator of the improper fraction is same as that of the fractional part of mixed number. So now let's understand it with the help of an example. So example, convert 1 4 by 5 into improper fraction. So here 1 is the whole part, 4 is the numerator and 5 is the denominator. So what is the first step? Multiply the denominator by the whole part. So denominator here is 5, multiplied by the whole part, that is 1. So 1 into 5. Now add this product to the numerator, that is 4. So here what we will get, 1 into 5, 5 plus 4, which is equals to 9. So this forms the numerator of improper fraction, and the denominator remains the same. Whatever is the denominator of mixed fraction, the same will be the denominator of improper fraction. So in this way, we can convert a mixed fraction to improper fraction. Comparison of fraction. So let's see the rules for comparison of fraction. In first case, when the denominator of the fractions are same, that means if we have like fractions, then only numerators are compared. The fraction with bigger numerator is bigger. So let's see it with the help of example. Which fraction is bigger, 3 by 4 or 1 by 4? So here you can see both the denominators are same, that is they are like fraction. So we have to just compare the numerators. So here 3 by 4 is having a bigger numerator. So 3 by 4 is greater than 1 by 4. So my answer will be 3 by 4 greater than 1 by 4. Now let's see the next rule. When the numerators of the fractions are same, then only denominators are compared. The fraction with bigger denominator is smaller. So here it is the reverse case. If the denominator is bigger, then the fraction is smaller. So let's understand it with the help of an example. Which fraction is bigger, 2 by 3 or 2 by 5? So here you can see the numerators are same. Then let's compare the denominator. Here the denominator is 3, here it's 5. So 5 is bigger. That means this fraction will be smaller. Bigger the denominator, smaller is the fraction. So what we have, the answer is 2 by 3 is greater than 2 by 5. Now let's see what would happen when both the numerator and denominators of the fractions are different. So in this case, what we have to do, when the numerator and denominators of the fractions are different, we have to try to make the denominators same. We can compare the fractions which are like, or we can say with same denominator. So we should try to make the denominator same. And this can be done by converting the fractions into their equivalent fractions which have same denominators. Now, once we get such equivalent fraction, then their comparison can be done by comparing the numerators. So let's understand it with the help of an example so that the thing is clear to you. Which fraction is bigger, 1 by 3 or 2 by 5? So here the numerators are different, denominators are also different. So now I have to try to make the denominator same. To make the denominator same, I have to find the LCM of the denominators, that is 3 and 5. So LCM of 3 and 5, it is equal to their product, that is 15. So LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. So now we have to make equivalent fractions with denominator as 15. So to make 3 into 15, I have to multiply it by 5. So let's multiply this fraction by 5. So we will get 1 into 5 by 3 into 5, that is 5 by 15. Similarly, we will make the denominator of this fraction 2 by 5 equal to 15. To make this 15, we have to multiply it by 3. So multiply this fraction by 3. 2 into 3, upon 5 into 3. So always keep it in mind that you have to multiply both the numerator and denominator by the same number. So here I am multiplying by 3. So I'll get the equivalent fraction as 6 by 15. Now let's compare these. Now you can see the denominators are same. We'll compare only the numerator. So 6 is greater than 5. That means 6 by 15 is greater than 5 by 15. Now 6 by 15 is the equivalent fraction of 2 by 5. So my final answer will be 2 by 5 is greater than 1 by 3. So in this way we can compare the fractions which do not have same denominators. So for writing the orders we can follow the same process. You can write more number of fractions like 3 or 4 fractions in ascending or descending order by comparing in this way. In previous slide we have seen how to compare two unlike fractions. Now there is an alternative method for comparison of such unlike fractions. This method is known as cross multiplication method. Now we have to compare 3 by 5 and 7 by 8. For this we do cross multiplication. That means the numerator of first fraction is multiplied to the denominator of second fraction, and the numerator of second fraction is multiplied to the denominator of first fraction. So 3 is multiplied by 8 and 7 is multiplied by 5. So 3 8s are 24 and 7 5s are gives me 35. Now let's compare these numbers. Since 35 is greater than 24, we have the fraction 7 by 8 greater than 3 by 5. So in this way we can compare two fractions by cross multiplication. Now let's see the addition and subtraction of fraction. So for addition and subtraction of like fraction, what we have to do to add or subtract like fraction, we simply have to add or subtract the numerators of the given fractions and keep the denominator common. Okay, so here we don't add the denominator, we keep the denominator same and simply add or subtract the numerators. So let's understand it with the help of few examples. So example 1, add 8 by 15 and 7 by 15. So here you can see both the denominators are same. So we simply have to add the numerators, that is 8 plus 7, and keep the denominator common. So 8 plus 7 gives me 15 by 15. Now any number divided by itself gives me 1. So if I get a fraction in this way that both numerator and denominator are same, then it is equal to 1 whole. So my answer is 1. Now let's see another example. Subtract 7 by 8 minus 3 by 8. So again the denominators are same. So we keep the denominator common and subtract the numerator. So 7 minus 3 gives me 4 by 8. Now 4 by 8 is not in the lowest term. So we will convert this fraction into its lowest term by dividing this fraction by 4. So I'll get 1 by 2 as the answer. So always keep it in mind, then whenever you are writing the answer for addition or subtraction of fraction, write the answer in the lowest term. We have seen this in our first video. Now let's see how to add or subtract unlike fractions. So to add or subtract unlike fractions, change the given fractions into their equivalent fraction with same denominators and then add or subtract. So just like we have seen in case of comparison, the same thing we have to do in case of addition and subtraction. We have to make both the denominators same, which can be done by finding the LCM of the given denominators. So let's understand it with the help of an example. Add 7 by 20 and 13 by 35. So here they are unlike fraction. That means the denominators are different. So we have to make same denominator. For this I have to find the LCM of 20 and 35. So when you will find the LCM of 20 and 35, you will get the LCM as 140. So now 140 should be the common denominator. Now to make 20 into 140, I have to multiply this number by 7, and this number should, that is 35, should be multiplied by 4 in order to make it 140. So now multiply this fraction by 7 and this fraction by 4. So here what I will get, 7 multiplied by 7 plus 13 multiplied by 4, and the denominator become common, which is equals to 140. So what I will get, 49 plus 52 by 140, which is equals to 101 by 140. So here 101 and 140 don't have any common factor, or I can say this fraction is in the lowest term. So this is my final answer. So in this way we can perform the addition and subtraction of unlike fractions. So children, now you can solve the following exercise on the basis of knowledge which we have gained in this session. Children, here in question number 4, find the sum. Here we have given few mixed fractions. So for finding the sum of mixed fraction, you have to first convert them into improper fraction and then find their sum by the method which we have learned in this video. So that's all for today's session. Thank you, children.